Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, canceled citizenship ceremonies leave hopefuls in limbo across north central Washington. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. A wave of uncertainty is washing over immigrant families in north central Washington after several long-awaited U.S. citizenship oath ceremonies were suddenly canceled, just days or even hours before they were set to take place. For many, it was supposed to be a moment of celebration, of crossing the final threshold into American citizenship. Instead, they were left with confusion, stress, and unanswered questions. Norma Gallegos, who leads Hand in Hand Immigration Services, a Wenatchee-based nonprofit that helps guide people through the naturalization process, says 7 ceremonies were called off within a short span, 3 on January 30th and another 4 scheduled for February 6th. Gallegos has worked in immigration services for more than a decade and says she's never seen anything quite like it. Applicants were told the ceremonies were canceled due to forensic circumstances, a vague term that offers no real explanation. And with shifting federal policies under the Trump administration labeling certain immigrants as, quote, high risk, anxiety in immigrant communities is climbing. What makes this situation especially painful is that these individuals have already cleared the difficult parts of the process: background checks, interviews, and civics exams. Gallegos says one 82-year-old man told her he couldn't sleep after receiving his cancellation notice. He'd waited decades for this chance, and now he's unsure if he'll get another. The emotional toll is immense. Gallegos says many of the affected individuals are older adults who have lived legally in the U.S. for decades, worked hard, and simply want the dignity of full citizenship. Becoming a citizen isn't quick or easy. Most immigrants must be lawful permanent residents for at least 5 years before they're eligible to apply. From there, the naturalization process can take anywhere from months to many years. And in some cases, according to the American Immigration Council, it can take up to 25 years. So to reach the final step, the oath ceremony, only to have it canceled without clarity, is devastating. Gallegos adds that her office has also seen a rise in logistical problems. Some applicants never receive appointment notices due to mailing issues or delayed federal notifications. Others show up to offices only to find them unexpectedly closed, the sign taped to the door. For working families, that means lost wages, transportation costs, and a raging childcare, only to return home empty-handed. The emotional weight isn't carried by the applicants alone. Family members, children, and neighbors often feel a stress ripple through their lives. Gallegos says some families are now considering walking away from the process entirely and simply renewing their green cards to avoid further headache. One client told her plainly, "I don't want to go through this stress again." In the face of it all, Gallegos continues advocating, urging elected officials and the broader community to pay attention and lend support. She said that immigrants in our communities are not strangers. They're coworkers, parents, friends, people we know and care about who are navigating a growing maze of uncertainty. Right now, Gallegos says she remains hopeful the canceled ceremonies will eventually be rescheduled, but for now, many remain in limbo. And with federal immigration policies shifting rapidly, there's no clear timeline. Still, her message is simple. When someone reaches the finish line, let them cross it. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping north central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. 5 small farms and nonprofits across Chelan and Douglas counties have received more than $181,000 in state grants aimed at strengthening local food systems. Among the recipients are Cascade Community Markets and Eastside Rebuild, which will use the funds to upgrade kitchens, buy food processing equipment, and support staffing and marketing efforts. The Washington State Department of Agriculture's grant program seeks to ease persistent infrastructure barriers that hinder small-scale producers from reaching community markets and institutions like schools. Plans for a new Dollar General in Cashmere's Mill District have fallen through after the retailer withdrew from a proposed development deal, citing concerns about location and traffic. The 1.87-acre site, once earmarked for the store, drew strong community opposition and over 180 signatures pledging to boycott the business. Port of Chelan County officials say they're working with other prospective tenants and remain committed to finding a development that better fits local needs and values. The Washington State Apple Blossom Festival has announced Gene Enerson as this year's Grand Marshal and keynote speaker for its annual luncheon. Enerson, a pioneering King 5 anchor and advocate for public service, will lead the STEMlet Grand Parade and speak at the All-Service Club and Community Luncheon on May 1st. Festival organizers called her a Washington State legend and celebrated her enduring support of healthcare and education efforts across the region. The Wenatchee Valley Follies returned to the Numerica Performing Arts Center this week with its community-powered showcase of music, comedy, and variety. Running today through February 7th, this year's show features over 200 performers, the largest cast in its 78-year history, and supports local children's programs through the Wenatchee Valley Children's Guild. Tickets are on sale now, and with shows staged only every 3 years, this is one you won't want to miss. Looking ahead, mark your calendars for February 26th and join the 2026 Community Impact Awards at the Pybus Local Tel Event Center. The event, hosted by WIC Communications, honors individuals and organizations who go above and beyond to build stronger, more compassionate communities. The event runs from 5 to 7:30 p.m. and includes appetizers, drinks, and plenty of inspiring stories. Tickets are available now, and a great way to support the people making a difference all around us. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.